Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, this story just broke out of Florida, and it's about a Miami Beach couple that appeared in court last Friday. These two people up here. The woman, whose name is Tina Joy Palmer, she's 37 years old. This guy right here is her husband, Stephen Michael Palmer. He's 42 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, these two people right here went before the judge and in the case of abuse of their 8-week-old infant. I'm gonna read you these. I'm gonna let you see this video. And they tortured this boy, mainly the father. When you look at the video, you'll see two things: who you think who is really responsible for this, and you'll also see. And I want you guys out there to understand it. The men, I want you guys, you men that listen to me, listen to the horrific injuries this little boy suffered, and tell me if you, as a grown man, this don't make you cringe. Is if this happened to you, could you take this type of punishment? These people are trash. I'm trying not to cuss, but I wish I knew this dude, you know what I'm saying, and was locked up with him, because I would handle him. This is unacceptable. Take a look at this mess.
Now at 11, a Miami Beach couple jailed tonight after their 2-month-old baby was found tortured and abused. Among the injuries that tiny infant suffered: severe trauma, brain hemorrhaging, and 18 broken ribs. Jamie Grolla is live outside the jail in Northwest Miami-Dade with more on this very disturbing story. Jamie.
Yeah, the arrest report says that the couple neglected the baby boy and that his injuries were not accidental, as the couple claimed.
Mr. Palmer, good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for aggravated child abuse causing great bodily harm or torture. Ms. Palmer, you were arrested pursuant to an arrest warrant.
Friday, a mother and father booked after police say they found their 2-month-old baby boy with severe physical abuse.
It's clear to me she's aware this child was injured and didn't get the child medical care.
According to arrest warrants, the charges were filed after their son was found unresponsive at their Collins Avenue apartment last week. Upon arrival, fire rescue allegedly found the father, Stephen Palmer, doing CPR on the child. He was rushed to the hospital, where doctors ended up having to contact police.
They received a call from the doctor that after several testing and procedures, they determined the child had several rib fractures, approximately 10, not consistent with CPR, which presented a level of concern.
Further examination found the baby had other injuries, including a brain bleed, a deep laceration above his lower chin and below his lower lip, as well as 18 fractured ribs. And police say the child has neurological damage. Plus,
The child had lacerations that were scab located on his right toe, left hand, and on his neck area. He had a visibly bruised and swollen left testicle that was hemorrhaged. This injury is also caused by trauma.
the couple could not explain most of the injuries. Stephen Palmer is considered the primary caretaker and feeder because his wife, Tina Palmer, works 2 jobs. The judge ordering both parents to stay away from the baby. Tina Palmer visibly upset because of the ruling.
Do you understand the stay away order?
Oh, so I can never see my kid again, that's what you're saying? No.
All right, now both face charges of child neglect with great bodily harm. The father faces an additional charge of aggravated child abuse or torture. Reporting live tonight in Northwest Miami-Dade, Jamie Grolla, NBC6 News.
All right, guys, here's the written article about this story. And these people are savages, mainly Stephen Palmer. He need his head torn off. Check this out. And it reads as follows: Miami Beach, Florida. Authorities arrested a Miami Beach couple on felony charges Thursday after they said the couple's 2-month-old son was found unresponsive with signs of severe physical abuse, including more than a dozen rib fractures. Stephen Michael Palmer, age 42, and his wife, Tina Joy Palmer, age 37, both appeared in court on Friday. According to arrest warrants, on the morning of January 3rd, medics responded to the couple's unit at the Edwards Apartments located on 953 Collins Ave on South Beach after Stephen Palmer discovered his son unresponsive while his wife was at work. After medics performed chest compressions, they took the boy to Mount Sinai Medical Center where he was resuscitated and intubated before being airlifted to Nicholas Children's Hospital for further treatment in a pediatric intensive care unit. Miami Beach police said that Stephen Palmer, who described himself as the son's primary caregiver because his wife works 2 jobs, claimed that the baby had recently had a fever, was throwing up, and was crying more than usual, which he believed was due to colic. But police said the baby had 18 rib fractures, all in healing stages, a brain bleed that will likely lead to permanent scarring, the warrant stated. The boy also has neurological damage. He has also had multiple scabs and a visible bruise and swollen left testicle that was hemorrhaged, according to the warrants. The injuries were indicative of abuse, the warrant state. Both parents claimed they had no idea how the baby sustained the severe injuries, police said. And in an interview with the child protection worker, Stephen Palmer was unable to explain the events that occurred prior to finding his son unresponsive. He did not mention that his son was previously ill. Tina Palmer told the worker her son had been fussing more than normal and crying more, but she thought it was because of a stuffy nose due to drinking less milk that day, the warrant state. Police said she, along with her husband, denied any falls or accidents occurred. Authorities told officers later that they obtained the warrant because the couple wouldn't answer their door when investigators came to talk to them. A judge ordered that Stephen Palmer be held without bond on charges of aggravated child abuse, torture causing great bodily harm, and child neglect causing great bodily harm, jail records show. According to the jail records, Tina Palmer remained held on $100,000 bond on a charge of child neglect causing great bodily harm. Both parents were ordered to stay away from the child if released from jail and were being held in Miami-Dade's Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center. Hey guys, that's the story about these 2 savages. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Both of these people need to be fried in fish grease or put in a human-sized blender and put on pulse until they just obliterated. It's no way as a father you do that to your own child and you're sitting at home as a stay-at-home dad, which it may not be nothing wrong with that, but me, myself, I'm not going to let my wife, who just bore a child 8 weeks ago, push 2 jobs while I sit home and try to connect with a child that needs the mother more than me at that age. It makes no sense. I don't know if he's a felon or what. I don't know his background story, but the whole scenario seemed messed up from the jump. And things like this happen when everybody does everything outside of the normal operation of things of how they're supposed to be naturally. That baby's supposed to be his mom. He's still learning bonding. Look at this dude, man. You could tell something wrong when his one eye up. Some people be born funny, but this dude right here, this Herman Munster looking dude, man. The whole story is this. He's the abuser. She's covering up and not saying anything. I don't know if she's scared of him or what, but you sitting there seeing your baby. Every time you come home from work, the baby looking different. Something wrong with the baby. Listen, they said this baby had multiple fractured ribs that were in a healing state. The state of healing. You ain't hold your baby and notice his breathing was off or something was wrong when you picked him up, like his chest didn't move a certain way. 2 months old, been on the planet 8 weeks, and here you are trying to take it out. Treating it like it's something that's not human. Now I understand people get upset, but how can a 2-month-old baby make a 42-year-old man, who's the father of the child, so mad that he obliterates the kid? Now the baby's still alive. They said the baby's going to have permanent brain damage, permanent injuries. See, a lot of people don't know these babies is little like this. Their bodies are growing at an alarming rate. All of these multiple traumatic events happening in their body, they'll grow different. Man, broken ribs at 8 weeks old. Come on, man. Come on. You tortured a kid? Why was his nuts messed up? Think about that. One of his balls was bleeding, y'all. Come on, man. Come on. See, this type of crime and stuff like that, there should be no trial for this. Yo, you beat your baby almost to death. And then this thing that's messed up, the baby wind up dying. They resuscitate, take the baby and bring the baby back. His little body took all he could take from this guy, the way it forced him to call the cops. And that's another thing. They do all this stuff and then think they never gonna call the cops because what they doing ain't gonna be destructive. Then they call the cops with a dumb excuse. Oh, I thought the baby had colic. Oh, the baby was fussy and all this other stuff. Let's be honest. That's a white baby. Them babies bruise easy. You know what I'm saying? Soon as people came and seen that baby, they was like, oh, something wrong. Get the baby out of here. Let's go. Boom. Y'all did something to this baby. You can't tell me the mom didn't see that? I'd have been called the cops on that dude. He might have been abusive with her. That's what the problem was. Ain't no way you gonna be out there working. What was he, a pimp? He's sitting at home with the kid, don't know nothing about life or anything like that. He just taking it out on the kid because kid won't stop crying. He don't know what a baby needs. He don't have the maternal instincts that a woman would have with a child that young. So he just savage all the way around. Baby crying, shut up, shut up, shut up. Stupid stuff. Stopping him from doing whatever he want to do during the day or during the time with him. And then she out there working 2 jobs and not knowing if when she come home, the baby gonna be alive or dead. And I'm not taking up for her because she should have known at the first sign of stress with this child. Because let me tell you something, you can have a baby. When babies little like that, they cry. That's how they communicate. A lot of men think when the baby cries, something just wrong with the baby all the time. Babies communicate by crying too when they're young like that. They might, when they eat, they might need their diaper change. That's the only sound they can make. So a lot of times men look at that as, oh, the baby's mad. It don't matter. It don't matter. This guy, 42 years old and should know better. She 37 years old. You should have called the cops on this dude, or you should have reported that stuff. You can't tell me you came home and seen a white baby with no bruises on it, and you changing and bathing this thing. Man, it's no excuse for this. These type of crimes that are open and shut, yo, you beat the baby, and then listen. How the baby get beat up? Here they go in the little kid mode. I don't know. Oh, I don't remember anything. I just remember calling you. Oh, you do? How about now? How about now? Did that jar your memory? Man, they need to bring back them old school interrogation tactics where if you forget and you act like you got amnesia, I'll be giving people to see Celine Dion. It's all coming back to me. Yeah, what happened? And you better start talking right now. Because ain't no getting out of this. What did you do to that child? Man, I'm telling you, I would be giving them to Celine Dion, for real. For real. Some people need that. I can't believe this, man. I mean, the baby can't even, they don't even have their motor skills yet. And you're beating on something that's like a child, like you're beating on a child that can't even defend itself. And you know, with fractured ribs like that, I know he punched that kid in the chest hard. Shut up! Man! I just did that story about the other lady out there in Florida. The juggernaut female that beat on her kid. That baby was 2 months old. Guys, go back and look at that video. That baby was like this tall. This like that. You hit on something like that, that's like beating a puppy up. And not just an 8-week-old puppy, like a 1-week-old puppy, like a puppy like that. Like, it's so small, like you could crush it with your hands. Why would you do that to your own seed? See, a lot of people have babies out of lust, and there's no love involved in the situation. So the process of rearing the child is a little bit different because he probably didn't want the baby anyway. Because you got to remember, when kids come, they take a lot of your time. It's a lot of sacrifice, things you was doing before you can't do no more. And a lot of times, it's too much for people. This guy right here need his face rearranged. He cracking ribs on this child, tearing his testicles up and all this other stuff. He should have been worrying about getting reconstructional surgery on his face because he looked like crap. He looked like the dude that played Herman Munster. No disrespect. You could look at him and tell he off. Soon as I seen him and he came in there with that goofiness, I'd have straightened his eyes right out. See, I can't be no cop. See, that's the thing. People always saying, forget the police and all this stuff. And listen, it takes a special person to be a law enforcement officer and walk in on something like that. Me, I would have lost my mind. Seeing that baby like that, who did it? I'd immediately lost it. And that's why I'm not a cop. But that's why I respect them, because I can't do what they do. All in all, man, they need to take these people and put them in glass coffins and get them a burial at sea, right over the Marianas Trench. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Man, this baby will never be the same. And all he wanted was a chance at life like everybody else and to live it abundantly. And the same people that brought him in messed him up. If it was me, I'd put him right in the bushes right now. I'd find a place for some old poinsettias over the holidays that are still alive. Hey, let me borrow these for a second. Hey, you like things that are beautiful, right? Yeah, look over there. Boom! Hamburger helper. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.